Alright Tim, so the next part of the sequence in the IMAF syllabus is to start looking at clinching. So clinching is like a grip that we use to hold our partner really close, and it's used in both striking arts and in grappling arts. Grappling arts helps us control the partner, start to manipulate their body position and look for a takedown. Striking based arts is used to minimize damage because when we're tied up very close, they can't strike effectively from here because they can't rotate enough to generate any power. Right? So the key fundamentals of our initial clinch that we're going to look at on the set is the overhook and the underhook. Right? So this is a very jiu-jitsu or wrestling style of clinching as well. So coming in, let's explain the two terms. An underhook is where I'm reaching from the underside of my partner's arm around the back here. All right? An overhook is where I'm reaching over my partner's arms to control their arms. So we had underhook and we had overhook. All right? So two different styles of control. You may have a natural preference for those. For example, because we're in a taller, shorter person scenario here, quite often I'll end up on the overhooks and Rose will have the underhooks. Right? Neither's wrong, but they are a yin and yang scenario, right? One presents another, for example. So just being aware of that. The drill that we're going to use to learn about overhooks and underhooks a little bit more is a pummeling drill. So in this scenario here, Rose has her left hand underhook, but I have my left hand underhook as well. So we both have one each. The idea is that at the same time, we're both going to fight for the next underhook. So my right hand's going to come under her arm, but on the far side, Rose is doing the same. And we'll have cross sides here for our underhook on the far side. All right? So overhook and underhook on either side. Then we will repeat that process on the opposite side. My left hand goes in, her left hand goes in, and we come over. We'll just do a couple now for you, and it looks a little bit like, kind of like freestyle swimming. So we're going to go pummel, 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 pummel. So this is a drill that you guys can work on at home with a partner. And it's going to sort of help teach us how to move our body, where the underhook is and where the overhook is. Right? The first level would be to do it static, and then we add in a little bit more dynamic footwork and a bit of push, pull, and balance breaking as well. Right? And I'll come back and we'll show you that at the end. The last thing I just want to talk about is how you use your structure. So this is a little bit more advanced to really get an effective overhook and underhook. Right? The underhook is generally under and it's used for lifting or driving. So for me to have my leg underneath the underhook is an advantage because I can push with my leg to really use that underhook to generate lift. The overhook is generally used for pulling or dragging. So having a hollow beneath me where I can drop my level with that overhook is going to be an advantage for pulling them off balance there as well. We just do those from a different angle. So leg under on the underhook is going to help me lift. Hollow on the overhook is going to help me drag. All right. So when you guys do your pummel, one thing that's interesting on the drill is as we change sides, I need to switch my feet to maintain that leg being underneath my underhooking arm and the hollow between the overhooking arm. All right. So each time we pummel, if I just do it as a solo, underhook, then I fight in for the other side. Notice the feet switched. The feet switched as I take the opposite sides. Right. So it's kind of like freestyle or like pulling a rope. And I change my leg each time. We'll do it now with a little bit more movement and broken timing. So we push, pull a little bit. Then when we feel the space, we fight for the underhook. All right? Push, pull, fight for the balance. When we find the space, we fight for that underhook. All right? So this is going to teach us about how to start to manipulate our partner's body position. All right? And make sure that we can develop good balance, good strong fundamentals in their grapple, that we're not getting just toppled over unnecessarily. All right, cool. So that was pummeling, underhooks, and overhooks. All right. The last one on the sequence we're going to look at is a really effective way to control our partner if we can establish two underhooks. All right. So again, there's lots of reasons why you might want one or the other, but at a basics level or fundamentals level, the underhook's generally thought of as being slightly easier to use or a slightly stronger position. All right. So if I do develop two underhooks, something I can do from here is I can start to manipulate my partner's spine by using my shoulder to drive forward on the upper part. So I'll just come nice and close so you guys can see that. So shoulder driving forward while I use my hands in like a gable grip, so palm to pull in and manipulate the bottom part of the spine. Right? So this is just called a simple bear hug takedown. Right? So I managed to establish 2 underhooks. Immediately I pull in that far side of her base while I drive up and over using my head and my shoulder. You can see already on the camera here that Rose's balance is compromised. She's holding on for me for support. So as soon as I start to let her go, gravity's going to take over and she's going to fall down. We'll just do that further back in the frame so you guys can see the remainder of the takedown. So we had 1 each. I fight for double unders. I get nice and low and drag in the bottom of her spine, going for the maximum amount of leverage I can. Then from this position I can simply step over and take the mount position. Right. Let's watch again from a different angle. Over under, arms in, weight low, control the bottom end of the spine. Once it's forward, then I can start to step over, drop my partner down, and establish the mount position. All right. So just a simple bear hug takedown using double underhooks. All right. Awesome work, guys.